How you doing, man? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What, coming to a school, you obviously knew a lot about Florida State, considering where you played in the past. What attracted you to Florida State, and what's it been like so far?
It's been great. Coach White, you asked what attracts, Coach White is here, the defensive staff, Coach Norvell coming here. The culture here is great. He does a great job of, helping us on and off the field, of being better men in the community, and just always pushing us to be better than we were yesterday. So that's part of the reason why I came, Coach White and Coach Norvell being here.
Brendan, so now on your left.
With your history with Coach White, I guess how appealing, or was that part of the process of like how you get to reunite with him when you were in the transfer portal to get back with him, and how much can that help you that you already know the scheme?
Yeah, I mean, knowing the scheme helps a lot. It takes a little bit of stress off my shoulder, but you can always coming in, I'm still learning like it's new. Everything I learn, I treat it like it's my first day learning it, and I try to help the other guys who are behind a little bit, and just pick them up when they need someone to help them get to the next stage. But I mean, it's just been great. Yeah.
I know last season might have been some ups and downs for you guys, but what did you learn about yourself? What did you learn from a coach like Bill Belichick as well, just getting to absorb one of the defensive minds of football?
It's been great learning from Coach Belichick, learning just the little details and being consistent with everything, getting in there, watching some film with Coach. You learn a lot of, it's not about the X's and O's, it's about the little details, how well can you hone in on those and be focused at all times. So, playing for Coach was great. It was a great experience. I'm thankful for the opportunity, but I'm here now and I'm ready to work and be all in with this team.
Back to Irish.
What's it been like working with Coach Sims? He's obviously a guy that played the game at a high level. Seems like an intense guy. Like, what's he been like so far for you?
He's been great. He has everybody's best interest. Pouring into me on and off the field. Once again, that man is amazing. The things that he coached and he teaches us. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to learn from one of the greats. What he did here was amazing, and he won't let this place go down. So I'm blessed to be coached by a man like that.
Brendan?
What do you think you can bring to this defense? What are the things you do well? How can you impact this team this season?
Yes, sir. I just plan on being a leader. Once again, just helping these guys, in any way I can. They need me at edge, if they need me at linebacker, just being able to be versatile and help this team win in any way I can.
You mentioned being a leader. There's a couple talented young linebackers in this room. From your experience, have you been able to kind of maybe teach them? I know it's only been about a month, but, what have you been able to pass along to these guys?
Yeah, definitely. Just get in there and get extra work in. Like I said, it's about the little details, and right now is the best time to start working with those guys. So, I mean, every day, I try to reach out to those guys and, hey, let's watch a little bit of film. Let's get in there. Let's go over a little walkthrough, just us. And, guys are down for it, and I love that. The team here is hungry, and, we're motivated. We're, the linebackers here are just ready to go. So I'm blessed to have this group with me, and I'm ready. Yeah, we're ready.
With Coach White's defense, does he? We talked to him about it some in the past about how he kind of tries to tailor it around the players he has at the time. Like, have you seen him, just kind of changes, or what have you talked about what he plans to do with you guys this season?
No, we once again we're still getting started in this, so I wouldn't say much changes or anything, but yeah, just really reviewing and getting ready for everything else. So.
Anything else from Mikai?
Also, Florida State has some older guys that are returning, Omar and Blake and some of those guys. How have they been about welcoming some of the new guys that have come in?
They've been great leaders, guys like Omar and Blake. And, you got even the young guys, AJ and those guys, they do a great job of, being in there, being leaders, always, the first guys in there to get some work in. So, I mean, it's great having those guys because they'll push you and they'll make sure you're doing everything right.
One more.
Coach White's had so much success early wherever he's been. How much of that is him just being kind of a good teacher? How much of it is him kind of being like inspirational and you guys wanting to follow and believing in him?
Yeah, you see, you know, Coach White is a great teacher. You know, I love the way he teach, the way he get in there, and most of it is like, you know, like you said, the motivation part too. Like he encouraged the guys. It's not just, you know, you do this, you that. He's out there with you. You know, he wants you to understand. So, you know, if you don't understand, he'll make time for you to understand. Being there with Coach White, I played with Coach White in the past. It's been amazing. So it's the reason why I'm here. It's the reason why, you know, the guys are here and we're ready to work.
Speaking of that, did you almost come here last year? Like, because you could have followed him last year. I was just curious, what did you almost come? Did you want to come here, or was it always going to be North Carolina?
Yeah, last year was more about, you know, I kept my options open. You know, I wanted to explore my options and go a different route. But once again, I'm thankful for those other teams. But, you know, those other teams shaped me to be ready for this moment right here. So it wasn't always North Carolina, it wasn't always Florida State, but my options were open to anywhere that would fit right.
Okay, thank you, Kyle.
Thank you. Have a great one.